In this video, I reveal my definition of coaching. You can check if it's in line with your values and then use it as a checklist to find your perfectly fitting life coach or therapist. Hi, it's Bijan here from coachingonline.org. I'm a life coach with a background in hypnotherapy and systemic therapy. My passion is to help people exploring and change inner subconscious pattern. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Coaching process. Yeah, in my definition, a coaching process is a process on eye level with the client and the coach. So I see myself as a guide on a journey of exploration on the side of my clients. If one of the two, client and coach, should be higher, then for sure the client. From my view, the client should be always the highest authority because the client knows best ultimately what helps and knows best also his problem, his challenge, his issue he wants to work on. So yeah, the client should always say where to go and take the final decisions. For sure, a life coach should have a variety and ideally a huge toolbox of different questions and interventions and techniques. But yeah, again, these should be always suggestions to the client, and the client should check if it's working or not. So to every client up front, I say, please check everything I offer you critically and prove if it's working or not. And yeah, ideally, as a coach, you do this together with your client in the process and always asking him. I love in this relation the definition of one of my mentors, Gunther Schmidt. He said, I'm a reality waiter. So I'm a waiter for different realities. And this is a picture I really love. Yeah, and this is also somehow related to the next topic. I think one of the most important skills or abilities of a coach is the ability to stay humble always, because as I know from myself, in a coaching process, you can have genius ideas and you think, oh, wow, now I know we go in this direction, I ask him this and that, and then we can do this and that. And then at the end, it turned out it goes completely in another direction. So every person is different. And also you as a coach, you have perceptions, you have your own reality creation. And as we teach our clients, we should be also careful about our own perceptions. That's the reason groundness, humbleness in a coaching process is very important, and seeing every process as a new and every client as an individual. So I would be always careful if someone tries to have a fixed scheme or schedule, so you never know in which direction it goes. Yeah, so another responsibility definitely of a coach is helping the client up front, defining a goal which is in control of the client. So if you come to me tomorrow and say, okay, I would have a coaching, my boss is so horrible, he does this and that and that, I would say to you, okay, as long as we don't invent it like a telepathic way of coaching, I'm sorry, I can't help to change your boss. We can't change your boss. But I will happily support you, how you deal with the reaction and the behavior of your boss. So we can have a look inside of you and see what's happening, and we can help you change this, because this is in your control. So this is an example. Before, you should always define a goal with the client together, which is reachable. This is very important. And another thing is very important, and the responsibility of a coach, from my perspective, he's responsible for a helpful process that the client and the coach go in a helpful direction. So I use a helpful technique. I go from time to time sometimes after half an hour or every 20 minutes or whatever, on a meta level with a client, so on a level above, like a bird looking from above on the process. And I invite the client as well to check in from above to look on the process, and I ask, do you think we're going the right direction? Do you think it's helpful what we actually doing? Should we do something different? Yeah, this should be helpful. Another thing is check in with the client about your communication. It's also helpful to ask, is it okay how we're communicating, how I talk to you? Should I change something? Yeah, this is always important to check in with the client and see if it's a good chemistry. Chemistry is a very important thing in general. So you as a client, if you choose a life coach or a therapist, you should always check if you have a good vibration, a good gut feeling with the person in front of you. Otherwise, regularly it's very hard to help you if you don't have a good feeling with your coach. Satisfaction guarantee. I don't have an issue at all to tell a client, I'm totally happy. If you're not satisfied after a session, you don't have to pay, because I'm convinced about what I'm doing and my method. And I think other coaches, when they're good, they shouldn't have a problem with an agreement like this. Selling packages. I would be cautious about buying packages at the beginning, because so from my perspective, I don't use packages at all, because my coaching method is very, very quick and effective, and it's going deep, and it can be complete transformation after one session. So I wouldn't sell a package. And I also think from the beginning, you can't know where it goes, and you don't know how long it takes, how many sessions. So I rarely have more than 3 or 4 sessions with one client, but I know for sure there are other colleagues out there. They have different approaches, different techniques, and they're also sometimes selling packages. Just be careful. The coach should always be flexible, especially at the beginning of a process. And yeah, you shouldn't buy upfront a huge package before you know where it's going and how is it going with a coach. Yeah, so these are, from my perspective, the most important parts of a process, of a coaching process. If you're interested in how our subconscious works and how to change things in your brain, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that you're here with me, and please leave me a comment. I would be really curious about what's important for you choosing a life coach or therapist. Yeah, so wish you a great day. See you in my next video. Bye bye.